Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in again. Woody Bendle here from Next Level Growth Strategies. This week's business tip is about why and how challenging convention can be good for your business. Now, this isn't about being irreverent or being obstinate, actually quite the opposite. And sometimes when you're in the thick of things, it's hard to see things that others don't see and all the things that everyone sees. But when the thing everyone else is doing is the thing that everyone expects, but it's still not what they want or what they need, doing things differently, even just a little, can be a real game changer. Now, not sure what I'm getting at here? That's okay. Just stick around for this week's business tip and you'll definitely get it. And trust me, you'll be glad you did. All right, welcome back everyone. Let's jump right on in. I was recently having a conversation with a good friend of mine who owns a consumer and marketing research organization about a possible research project I was approached about. I always love connecting with this guy, not just because we share a lot of the same personal and professional interests, but also because he's just one of those guys that just gets it. Over the years, I've worked with most of the large research shops out there. They're all well known in the research space. They all have solid reputations and they produce good work. But I really like working with my friend and his team for several reasons. First, they're scrappy, meaning they move quickly without a lot of bureaucracy. Second, and this one builds on the first one, they're a great value, meaning they do great work at a very competitive price. And third, like I already mentioned, he and his team just get it. And I guess that is actually related to both the first and second points, in that he knows his clients need and expect him to move quickly and deliver value. But there's more to it than that. When you're in a service industry like the one that my friend is in, it is expected that you know your stuff. So for example, with his business, it's a given that you're an expert in things like sample theory and sampling error, tests of significance, confidence intervals, and so on. And they more than check all these boxes. But the thing that makes his organization unique, at least related to the work that they do, is like I said, they actually get it. And not only do they get it, but more importantly, they show their clients that they get it by showing them that they actually get them. Let that sink in for a second and let me unpack this a bit more because this is a really important point. Now, one of the things that makes my friend's organization unique is that they know they really have two clients whenever they're hired for a project. The first client is usually the head of consumer research or marketing research. For this client, they need to develop a research plan and deliver results or findings that not only reliably answer the research questions, and like I mentioned earlier, they need to do this on time and within budget. But really what they need to do is make that client look good. And they do this by recognizing that the person who hired them has a client. And this is their second client. And this person is looking to make a business decision of some sort based on the results of the research. Now, this second client can be the head of marketing, or customer experience, or store operations, or product development, or management, or sometimes even the CEO. This person probably doesn't want to know all the details behind how the sausage was made or how qualified they are to make it. They rely on the head of research for that. What they really want to know is this: do I need to change something? If so, what do I need to change? And by how much? And what happens to my business if I don't or do make these changes? And in my mind, this is the thing that sets my friend's research firm apart from many of the others. These guys go the extra mile to understand the business and the pressing questions being considered. And when they deliver their results, their reports show the decision makers that they see what it is that they are seeing from their perspective, that they understand their questions, they understand why they have these questions, and most importantly, they understand the decisions they are contemplating, why this matters for the business, and what the results say to give them confidence in their decisions. What they don't do is exactly what most of the other research firms do. They don't start out with a ton of pages on their own background, their expertise, and all the different brands that they work with. They don't go into painful academic detail about all the sampling and statistical methodology, and they don't deliver page after page after page of confusing or uninteresting charts and graphs before getting to the conclusion. Don't get me wrong, they do provide all this stuff. It's just in the appendix. Why? Because they know that the majority of the decision makers don't want to see all this stuff. At least not right out of the gate. And if you don't deliver what your clients and prospects want most, that is, what matters most to them, and right at the beginning, you are costing yourself current and future business. And this leads me to this week's business tip. You don't need me to tell you that attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. You see it every day, and this means it's critical that you make a valuable first impression quickly. And there is no better way to do this than to demonstrate your respect for someone's time and let them know that you see the world the way they see it. You understand their challenges from their perspective, and you have the ability to address or alleviate their challenges and make their life or business better. In other words, if you want to quickly make a great first impression, talk to your customers and prospects about them and the challenges you know they're wrestling with, and not about you and how great you are. You can bet that your competitors are still spending all of their time talking about themselves, and it's not working for them. And this is exactly the time to be doing exactly the opposite. Show your customers and prospects that you get it by showing them that you get them. You get their challenges, you get how your business will make things better for them. If you do this, you will be amazed by what this will do for your own business. So there you have it. That's this week's tip for getting your business to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.